Right now on IUSTV News, an IU economic director is behind bars tonight after being arrested and charged with child solicitation.
Plus, a new bill in Indiana is targeting abortion-inducing drugs. Find out how the bill could impact you.
But first, IU student government elections are coming up. Find out how you can make your voice heard on campus.
You see this? No good. Breaking news coming in tonight with a possibility of some huge storms this week. We've got the breakdown.
We start tonight with a severe weather watch. Welcome to IUSTV News. I'm Jason Lee.
And I'm Elena Holtz. Our Dylan Dryman is here with the forecast. What can we expect?
Guys, there was snow on this ground 3 weeks ago. I finally see some green grass, but high temperatures in the midweek this week. But there's also a lot of rain showers this week, Wednesday and Thursday. Let's go take a look at Thursday, though. For Thursday, the storm risk. This area right here in red is a 2 risk, which it's not that big of a deal out of 5. 2 out of 5 is not that big of a deal, but you want to make sure that you're looking for those dark clouds and rain. This top half, north of Indianapolis, is at a 1. That's a low risk. Now, this is what we know. Expect a lot of warm weather on Wednesday, but however, Thursday will not be the best weather. Highs in the 60s, but thunderstorms and yes, a possible tornado in this area is spooking your midday plans. Here's what we know. Morning showers and possible thunder all day on Thursday. So make sure that you're bringing that umbrella to class, work, or just taking out your dog for a midday walk. Brief downpours. There's nothing worse than walking from campus or to work and there's this random 5-minute rain shower that just drenches you. So make sure you bring your umbrella once again. Severe risk midday through evening, so about from 4 to about probably 10 o'clock will be a severe risk. Here's what we know storm threat wise. Winds will be as high as 20 miles per hour, not the highest, but not the slowest either. Flooding is not likely, so that's good news. Tornadoes is an isolated tornado risk. That's what we have for right now. That's what I have for you guys. Until the 7-day forecast, back to you guys.
All right, thanks, Dylan. Tornadoes on the way. That's pretty scary.
I know, and it's only February.
We'll check back with you later, Dylan. It's that time of year when the annual IU student government elections are coming up, allowing students to vote for changes to campus life.
Our Joshua Summers has the story on how you can prepare for the upcoming election cycle.
All right, thanks guys. Indiana University student government elections are coming up. Here's up for re-election, here's who's running, and here's how you can vote between March 2nd and March 4th.
IU student government elections are coming up next month. IU students are able to vote in the elections between 10 a.m. on March 2nd and 10 p.m. on March 4th on Be Involved.
Vote and Be Involved online for the student body president, student body vice president, and then their congressional representative, which the academic seats are up for election in the spring. The residential seats go up for election in the fall.
The IU Student Government Congress is made up of 20 academic delegates, 20 residential delegates, and delegates representing multicultural student organizations. This spring, academic delegates are up for election alongside executive roles that include president and vice president.
Kelly, you'll have Kelly representatives to vote for. If you're in the media school, you'll be voting for the College of Arts and Sciences representative, Luddy, et cetera, et cetera. And then there are also a couple of vacancies in residential districts.
Information about who is running for executive and congressional seats can be found at iustudentgovernment.edu. The executive tickets are holding a town hall on February 18th in the Briscoe Student Activity Room. The 2 executive tickets will also hold a debate on February 25th in the IMU Frangipani Room. The debate will be live streamed to the IUSTV YouTube.
Just as election season is going on, it's also important, this is a great time to get information on student government and to see what's going on. But at the same time, it's also good to remember that we're all students. We all have our own things going on.
For more information about the executive tickets, their platforms can be found at Vote Forward for IUSG and Empower for IUSG on Instagram.
All right, thanks Josh. State Road 45 in Bloomington between College Avenue and Fee Lane is being renamed Bob Knight Memorial Way. The change comes after a resolution passed in the Indiana State Legislature. Bob Knight was a legendary Indiana University head coach, winning 3 national championships and 11 Big Ten titles. During his time in Bloomington from 1971 to 2000, Knight held a 659-242 record with the Hoosiers.
Plus, a statue of Bob Knight will soon be added to Assembly Hall. The statue will be designed and produced by sculptor Brian Hanlon. A timeline of the production process with updates on the project will be announced in the near future. Funded by an anonymous supporter of IU men's basketball, the bronze statue will be placed in the south lobby of Assembly Hall. There, it will sit next to the existing display of the 1976 undefeated men's basketball team.
A new bill has just passed the Indiana Senate, one that would introduce a new ban on abortion drugs in the state of Indiana. Senate Bill 236, first introduced on January 8th by Republican Senator Tyler Johnson. The bill would prohibit manufacturing or possessing abortion-inducing drugs in the state. The bill passed the Senate with a 35-10 vote last Tuesday, with all Democrats present in opposition. The ACLU of Indiana strongly opposed the bill, saying that its broad language endangers pregnant people, encourages bounty-style enforcement, and ignores patient safety. IU Bloomington Provost Rahul Shrivastava has taken a new role as the university's interim vice president for student success. Shrivastava took the role in 2022 and was one of 3 IU Bloomington administrators to receive votes of no confidence in 2024, alongside President Pamela Whitten and Vice Provost Carrie Doherty. Hamilton Luger, Dean John Chorchier has accepted the role of interim provost until the university picks a replacement. The role of the provost has shrunk since IU Bloomington reintroduced the role of chancellor last summer.
In other IU news, the Indiana Newsroom launches this coming fall at IU's Media School. A new $300,000 grant funds expanded coverage of underreported Bloomington stories. Take a look at what's in store. Coming to campus this fall, the Newsroom gets a 2-year, $300,000 grant from the Community Foundation of Bloomington and Monroe County. They're investing in stronger local news and future journalists. It's headquartered in Franklin Hall. The lab partners student reporters with outlets like Indiana Public Media. They share content to boost local stories without overlap. The focus? Undercovered communities and topics, even as local papers shrink or close. Student journalists get paid hands-on experience here. I sat with Associate Professor Dr. Susanna Comfort. She helped secure the grant and shape the Indiana Newsroom. She says it adds reporting power for Bloomington and trains community-minded journalists.
The idea is to bring students together with professional media partners throughout our region so that they can be producing news that is helpful to our partners, but also our students' work gets out there and really makes an impact, and they get that really hands-on professional experience.
Comfort has high hopes for this learning lab.
So hopefully it will be really accessible to students, and it will make them more prepared for working for student media, for example, or for internships and professional opportunities they have moving forward.
For IUSTV News, I'm Jason Lee. IU Media School students get paid, hands-on roles reporting for the community. And for the latest on this expansion, be sure to follow on Instagram and X at IU Media School.
Bloomington's longtime effort to expand the city has been halted. The Indiana Supreme Court declined to review Bloomington's appeal in its annexation case. The decision upholds a prior ruling from the Indiana Court of Appeals blocking the city's attempt to annex 2 areas on the west side. Opponents argue the annexation would provide little benefit to residents already living in those areas. However, Bloomington's annexation efforts are not over. City officials are still considering 6 other areas for possible expansion.
Still ahead, a Department of Transportation project that has sparked many opinions among community members.
Plus, find out more about the IU researchers who were found in the latest release of the Epstein files.
And later, how Turning Point USA will be expanding throughout the state of Indiana with a new partnership with Governor Mike Braun. Welcome back. 50 trees are being cut down for the upcoming INDOT project.
That's right, our Maya Monsalve has the story. Maya?
Thanks, guys. Yeah, that's right. A lot of Bloomington community members are upset about this project. Some say that the removal of mature trees is unneeded and the big budget should be put elsewhere, while others are looking forward to the new addition of crosswalks and turning lanes. Most residents are worried about what this means for traffic around the already busy intersection.
The Indiana Department of Transportation says the removal of trees is designed to improve traffic flow and reduce crashes at one of Bloomington's busiest intersections.
I understand what they're doing, and I think that there's relatively good intention, but I think they're going about it in the wrong type of way.
Some residents say they understand the safety concerns, but question whether removing mature trees is the right solution.
Don't know why they plan to do things the way they did. I assume they have some sort of reason. I would like to see more trees up, especially because in the summer we could use the shade.
The area is heavily traveled by students, cyclists, and neighborhood residents, especially during the school year.
I do think crosswalks could improve general safety, especially since it isn't just students in this neighborhood.
Some worry that this behavior won't change, even with the new infrastructure in place.
But I think people ultimately will continue to jaywalk because people are going to do what's most efficient for them, and if they have to walk an extra 3 feet just to cross the street when they could do it right here, I think people would prefer to just go ahead and do it.
In a press release, INDOT says the project aims to enhance safety for all road users, including motorists, pedestrians, and bicyclists, by improving connectivity and mobility at the intersection.
But if they're building bike lanes, I would like to see that. We could definitely use a lot more bike lanes in the city.
Construction is expected to temporarily increase congestion in an already busy corridor. INDOT says traffic maintenance plans will be in place during the build.
I don't think it would be best to go about what they're doing and causing more traffic buildup, especially for a project like this.
This project carries an estimated cost of around $8 million. While safety is a stated priority, the debate continues over whether the benefits outweigh the environmental and financial cost.
$8 million is a lot of money, and I think it could be put in a different place. Removing trees for what they propose sounds very good, but the price tag isn't worth it.
The tree removal project is set to start in the spring of 2027, and construction is estimated to last about a year.
Thanks, Maya. Released court documents that are tied to convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein include researchers from Indiana University. The documents show emails between Epstein and 2 researchers in the Kinsey Institute. One researcher, Justin Garcia, contacted Epstein's foundation about possible research funding, but never met him or received money. The other, Helen Fisher, held a courtesy appointment and appears in emails about meeting years before the documents were released. Although they both appeared in the documents, so far, no misconduct has been reported.
An Indiana University economics lecturer has been arrested and charged with 1 count of a level 5 felony, child solicitation. James Self was arrested Thursday morning after using social media to request nude photographs from an undercover officer posing as a teenage boy. Self has been banned from IU property and is now being held in the Monroe County Jail. Further investigations into his crimes are still ongoing.
Turning Point USA is partnering with Indiana to expand its presence in schools. This change would encourage starting student-led TPUSA chapters in schools and penalize those who block the creation of those chapters. The TPUSA president here at IU shared how this change could help young students.
One day it'll be us. We'll be the ones in charge who are making these decisions. And the earlier you can not only be informed, but have these discussions and learn how to make these distinctions and make decisions on policy, it's just going to prepare you more for the future.
Governor Braun will announce how the partnership will work in the middle of March.
Indiana lawmakers are pushing new protection for teens following the death of a Fishers High School student. 17-year-old Haley Busby disappeared in January, and police later discovered her body in Ohio. Investigators say she met an adult man through an online gaming app, raising new concerns about online safety for teens. Lawmakers are now proposing to expand the state's Amber Alert system for high-risk missing children and require parental permission for younger teens to join social media. Lawmakers say more child safety changes could come next year.
An Indiana state trooper was injured in a vehicle accident in Lake County on Monday, February 9th. Trooper Jace Hatton was struck by another police vehicle following an early morning pursuit. He was hit after stopping the pursuit and stepping out of his vehicle to speak to the suspect. While his injuries are serious, Hatton is expected to make a full recovery.
All right, turning to weather now. And it's a pretty nice day this week. Maybe
yes,
all the snow is all off the ground, but I've heard some bad things are on the way potentially.
Oh no.
Dylan Dryman, what can you tell us?
Well, guys, there's a lot of stuff going on. That's a lot of warm weather. That's some great news. We've got a high right now of 58 in Bloomington, a high of 57 in Terre Haute, a high of 57 in Franklin, and then this little area right here is the warmest region in the southern state of Indiana. Nashville is 58. 58 for Columbus and Brownstown. Now here's some more stuff you want to know about tonight's temperatures. If you plan on going out for $2 Tuesday tonight, you won't need that coat, which would be nice for those people that are going out tonight. A high of 56 at 9. At midnight, it's going to be 58, and then actually, it's going to rise 1 degree at 3 a.m. to 59. Now, for your morning walk tomorrow on Wednesday, 6 a.m., you're going to be at 59 degrees. 7 a.m., you're going to be at the same temperature again, but 8 a.m., you better book it back to your house and get your friend on 4 legs back in the house because it's going to thunderstorm. Now, coming up here shortly, warming up is the key of this week. Midweek, Wednesday and Thursday, it's supposed to be great. It's supposed to be 65 to 69 degrees. Now, cloud and sun mix, that's the only thing that sucks is there's going to be clouds in the sky, but there will be sun, so that's good. And then seeing green for after 3 weeks of snow. I'm tired of seeing white, snow on the ground. It's horrible. I'm ready to see some green. I'm ready to see some sunshine. So guys, back to you guys.
Still ahead, men's basketball is on the hunt to be a tournament team, but can they bounce back after a loss to Illinois? Our Mireille Fernandez has the latest when we come back.
IU's basketball team falls short of the Fighting Illini, more records for the Hoosier football team, and more gold medals. Hello everyone and welcome to sports. I'm Mireille Fernandez, here to update you all with what's new in sports. Starting off, we all know IU's football team had a historic year. Adding onto that list of achievements, IU has a program record 9 players who have been invited to this year's NFL Combine in Indianapolis. Key players include Fernando Mendoza, Omar Cooper Jr., D'Angelo Pons, Roman Hemby, and Elijah Surratt. Looking over at the men's basketball team, they could not get it done Sunday afternoon against the number 8 Fighting Illini, losing 51-71. The Hoosiers struggled on both ends of the court and primarily struggled with rebounds, letting Illinois get a whopping 15 offensive boards and outscoring them 38-24 in the paint. IU was held to a season-low 51 points and failed to capitalize on any fast break opportunities. To add to the list of struggles, they shot a low 25% from beyond the arc. The Hoosiers hope to rebound, figuratively and literally, against their rival, Purdue, this Friday in West Lafayette. Lastly, men's and women's hockey are in search of gold medals. The team won their group against Latvia, Denmark, and most recently, Germany in a 5-1 score, securing the bye with a number 2 seed. They will play the winner of the Sweden vs. Latvia qualification match. Moving on to the women's team, they have been dominant, outscoring opponents 31-1 over their 6 games after the win against Sweden with a 5-0 final score. They face off against Canada on Thursday to continue the historic rivalry. And for the latest on all things IU sports, be sure to tune in each week to Hoosier Sports Night. You can catch it on Fridays on IUSTV. Guys, we play the school that starts with a P again, but this time it's in West Lafayette. Who do you guys got?
I mean, I think it's got to be IU. I mean, they
Oh,
take
I
care of
know
business.
it's going to be IU.
Absolutely.
Don't get me fired up on Purdue. You know my answer.
We're coming to town and we're going to win. All right, thanks, Mireille. Let's get one last check of the forecast this week. Dylan, what can you tell us?
Guys, it's going to be actually really, really warm. And despite the rain, it's going to be really, really warm. Let's go over back to the wall. I talked about these temperatures before, but I'll say it again. 58 in Bloomington right now, 57 in Terre Haute, Franklin's at 57. And then this little region right here is the highest in the state at 58, 58, and 59. Now, looking at Thursday temps, man, I am so excited to wear a polo and pants, and it's going to be so much fun. 63 in Bloomington, 63 in Terre Haute, 62 in Franklin, and in this little region, 63, 63, 65 for those three that were previously the highest for today. Now, for Saturday, 10 a.m., it's going to get cold again, guys. It's a bummer, but you know what? We're in February, so what do you expect? So 35, noon is going to go up 5 degrees to 40, and then 5 p.m., it's going to go to 42, and it's all going to be cloudy and miserable. After that, let's look at the 7-day forecast because, man, it's going to be a great one. Tuesday, 60. Today was a high of 60 with a low of 54. Wednesday, there's going to be sunny with thunderstorms, 71. Wow, that's going to be great. And then 44, 66 for Thursday, Friday, 47, 46 for Saturday, 45 for Sunday, and then 40 for Monday.
All right, thanks, Dylan.
Yep.
Hopefully there is no tornadoes coming our way in Bloomington.
Right?
No, we do not want that. No, we want high temperatures and sunny skies.
Hopefully that's all right, and thank you for watching IUSTV News.
For updates between newscasts, check out IUSTV.com and be sure to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and X. We're back here next week. See you then.